Welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you are a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Director's Chair.
Hey guys, welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair podcast. And since you probably tune in daily, you already know it's your girl, Erica Sacoccio, here behind the mic. And I learned something about all of you in the last couple days. So we just did a episode, for those of you who've never tuned in before, just did an episode on customer and staff retention and when it's not always so great for your program. It seems to be, the gold standard. Every trainer and speaker in the world talks about it, including myself. I'm very good at staff retention and customer retention. But there are some things that I have learned over the last year, and it's not always great. So if you haven't listened to that episode, hop on over to that. What I learned is you guys really like it when we really get into it. So we're going to do that again for you today, because somebody has to say it. Just because someone's been with your center forever and is never called out doesn't mean they're qualified to lead. We've all done it. We promoted someone out of loyalty or desperation because they were next in line. But when that happens, they flounder, and the team resents them, and the culture starts to crack. And today we're talking about what it really takes to lead and what it's costing you when you hand out leadership titles without the skills to match. It's a trap too many directors fall into. Promoting someone who's been loyal for years, but actually isn't equipped to lead. You feel like you owe them something, right? But what you really owe your program is excellence. And that means putting people in positions based on their skills, not just their service record. Now, don't get me wrong, loyalty is a beautiful thing. And I'm Italian, and we very much appreciate and love loyalty. So don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be the only qualification. When we promote based on emotion instead of evaluation, we create resentment, both from the team and the person we promoted. They know they're in over their head, even though they'll insist that they're feeling empowered, they're really overwhelmed. And real leadership isn't about time served. It's about mindset, behavior, and the ability to elevate others. Now, it's funny because sometimes you may also do the opposite of this. So I did this with my daughter, Haley, who I talk sometimes about on the show. I did the opposite. I probably overtrained her. I had her work in the infant room for 2 years, the toddler room for 3 years, the preschool room for another 2 or 3 years, and then assistant director before she was a director of our program. And I'm so glad I did, because honestly, she's one of the best directors I've ever met, and she's only 27 years old. But I can only imagine what a disservice it would have been if I just promoted her because she was my daughter and then just let her, run the center. Like, she truly, when she talks to those teachers, she truly gets it. I mean, she grew up in the program, so, she probably has more experience on what to do and not to do than anybody, because she could never escape the conversations at the dinner table. But the truth is, all those years of working in the classrooms and learning and being coached and mentored by not just me, but other directors, really, really shaped her into an amazing leader. And, speaking of assistant directors, let's talk about those assistant directors because they are usually the most misused role in the entire building. Some of them are glorified paper pushers. Others are the director's bestie who got promoted without any leadership development at all. But here's the truth. Your assistant director should be your second in command, your thought partner, your anchor when you're out of the building. If they can't lead a staff meeting, manage a crisis, or step into your shoes on short notice, they are not ready. And if they want to lead but haven't been trained how to, then shame on us. Because promoting someone without equipping them is like handing someone the keys to a car and then blaming them for the crash. And lead teachers who can't lead. We've all met one, a lead teacher who knows curriculum inside and out, but can't manage a co-teacher, doesn't communicate with parents, or understand how to navigate conflict. Leadership in a classroom isn't just about lesson planning. It's about modeling professionalism, mentoring peers, and solving problems under pressure. And too often, lead teachers, it's just a title handed out for tenure. But if you're not empowering your leads to actually lead through coaching and training and clear expectations, you're setting them and your classroom teams up to fail. Being a leader means you don't just take care of the children, you take care of the culture inside the room. Now, let's break this down because when you have a culture crash, the costs for you are financial and emotional. When you provide the wrong people these opportunities and you're promoting them because you like them, you lose good staff who get tired of poor leadership. You waste time managing drama. Your drama damages your reputation with families, and your team stops growing because the wrong people are at the helm. Leadership isn't about a job title, it's about influence. And John Maxwell said it best. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So if your leadership team isn't doing that, your culture is silently crumbling from the inside out. Now, here's the best part. Here's the part where you rewrite the story. You don't have to stay stuck in this cycle. Our ECE Trailblazer Leadership Program is built to equip your current and future leaders with the mindset, the tools, and the real world skills they need to lead with confidence and competence. Whether you're building up an assistant director, mentoring a lead teacher, or just tired of carrying the leadership burden alone, we've got you. This isn't fluff. It's a 12-week, deep strategic development built for early childhood professionals who are ready to grow and lead with intention. And no, you don't have to figure it out alone. Because here's the truth. Titles don't make leaders. Training does. Mindset does. Experience, guidance, and accountability do. So if you're starting a team or have a team and you're wondering why no one's stepping up, it might be time to stop handing out promotions like party favors and start investing in real leadership. And if you're a lead or assistant director listening right now, wondering if you're truly prepared, you're not alone, but we believe in your potential. And now is the time to build your power. So if you're ready to stop promoting unprepared leaders and stop building rock solid leadership teams, we're going to give you 2 places to go. First, head on over to the Childcare Directors Chair website at www.childcaredirectorschair.com. At the end of the month, we're going to launch our ECE Trailblazer Leadership Program, and we're starting with the teacher assistants. That's right, directors. We didn't start with you. We're starting with your TAs because I know that they have potential that nobody sees in them. But we're going to make sure that they shine, that they are going to be team members that you cannot live without. The second place we're going to send you to is to jackrabbitcare.com. They're going to help you turn these folks into leaders and help you run your program. They're going to be able to help you with wait lists, parent communication, staff communication, your entire back end. So you've got two things to do today. One, go to the Childcare Director's Chair website. Two, go to Jackrabbit website. Set yourself up for growth. Set your team up to lead. So, as always, thank you so much for tuning into the Childcare Director's Chair podcast. I hope today got you a little fired up, maybe getting ready to take some action. I know I'm ready. Hope you're ready too. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Childcare Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sacosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.